Hello, I'm going to tell you a story about a final exam. The students go into the classroom. It's a big auditorium. Everybody's sitting down, they're chatting, communicating. It's a lot of students. They're filling up the seats. The teacher comes in. He walks up to the front, takes a look at the auditorium. Everybody's here. He's like, okay, I'm going to give you the information about the math exam. Students are like, all right, we understand. It is a timed exam. You will have 2 hours to complete it. That's it. Students are like, all right. He starts handing out the tests. Everybody's getting them, collecting them. Some people say it's going to be easy. Some students say it's going to be difficult. They all sit down, start writing. The professor's like, okay, looks at the clock, sits down, looks at all of the students. He's like, all right. He's looking around. About an hour into the test goes by. The first student comes up, turns in their paper, and goes home. He's like, all right, good. Looks at the clock again. It's an hour and 30 minutes into the exam. More students come up, turn in their paper. They all go home. All right, cool. He's waiting and waiting. An hour and 45 minutes goes by into the exam. A bunch of students come up, turn in their tests, they go home. His stack of tests are huge now. He's looking around. There's about 10 students left finishing the exam. He's like, okay, good. 2 hours are finally up for the exam. Everybody turns it in, rushes out the door. He's like, all right, great. But he sees one student sitting in the back. He's like, what? The time is up. So he's waiting, waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting. He finally stands up, walks up to the front, stupid like, and the teacher's like, stop. Your test was over. You only had 2 hours. Have you watched the time? It's done. The student's like, I don't, do you know my name? And the professor goes, I have so many students, everybody with different names. Why would I know yours? I wouldn't remember. That's great. He turns in his exam right under the stack of papers, rushes out the door, and the teacher's like, what? And just sits dumbfounded.